Fun fact, in Austin, Texas, there is the Elizabeth Ney Museum. She is a sculptor. She was believed to be the first sculptor in Germany. She was like a revolutionary woman. She wore her hair always short. She wore pants. She never took her husband's last name. She came to America because a king accused her of treason. We don't know if that's true or not. And she ended up in Texas, where she was eventually commissioned to create sculptures to send to the World's Fair. With that money, she built what is basically a castle, but it was her house and her studio. She preferred to sleep on a cot on the roof than in the master bedroom. She was an architect too. She designed these big windows that just opened up. The Stephen F. Austin and Sam Houston statues that are in the Capitol on the, I believe it's the south entrance, like the main entrance for the Capitol, she did those. And she was just a fantastic woman, but also, as an architect, she designed her husband's office at the top of a tower, and for efficiency, doubled the bookcase to be a door that opened up to the roof. And it's beautiful. If you're ever in the Austin area, you need to go. And here's a little clip with the bookcase door because it's beautiful. Hey guys, it's Hannah, and today I am doing a Thriftbooks haul. I actually bought these back in November when I was looking on Thriftbooks for a little bit of Christmas shopping, and I ended up not buying anything for anybody else, but I bought 5 books for myself. It's fine, okay? It's fine. Especially because 2 of them are books that I have already read and I just wanted to own, and one of them is a book that I have now just recently read in December, so now there's only 2 new books on my bookshelf that I haven't read. So it worked out. It's fine. We're good. The first book I have is I Work at a Public Library by Gina Sheridan. I just recently mentioned this in my December wrap-up, but Gina Sheridan is a librarian. She actually has a Tumblr of the same name where she posts little snippets of conversations she has with patrons or ones she's overheard patrons say, and this is a publication of that, and it was fantastic. As a librarian, very relatable, highly enjoyable, definitely recommend. So this was the first book I got. Plus I love the cover. The next book I have was a big highlight of the year. I really enjoyed it, and that was A Walk in the Woods by Bill Bryson. This book is about Bill Bryson, and he decides one day that he is going to walk the Appalachian Trail when he is kind of not exactly fit to walk the Appalachian Trail, but it's full of his experience doing that, a lot of research he's done about bears along the trail, the National Park Services, the U.S. Forest Service, and so it's not just him hiking along the trail with his old buddy. There's a lot of information packed in this book. I really enjoyed it, especially the parts about bears, because I love bears. I just loved it so much that I wanted to own it, and so I found it on Thriftbooks and I bought it. Highly recommend it if you're into nature at all or just you're interested in the Appalachian Trail. It is a fantastic book. Highly enjoyed. Highly recommend. The next book I got, because I loved Bill Bryson's writing style so much, it's very witty, it's very natural, it has kind of a Douglas Adams vibe, and so I wanted to read something else by him, and I found this book on there. It's called Shakespeare, The World as Stage by Bill Bryson. And from what I understand, this is basically a quick biography of Shakespeare's life, but with Bill Bryson's signature tone. And that just sounds fantastic. I actually, this past semester, took a Shakespeare class, so he's kind of fresh on the brain. Bill Bryson is fresh on the brain, so I'm hoping to get to this soon because I think I'm just going to absolutely love it. The next book I have was my favorite book from 2018, and that is Weekends with O'Keeffe by C.S. Merrill. So C.S. Merrill is a poet, and she actually worked for Georgia O'Keeffe for about 7 years when Georgia O'Keeffe was living in New Mexico and beginning to lose her eyesight. And she was part librarian, part chef, part secretary, part just general companion, and this is actually a publication of the diary she kept during that time. And this book just catapulted my love for Georgia O'Keeffe. I absolutely loved it. Reading about Georgia O'Keeffe through her lens was just incredible. She made New Mexico seem like a character and not just a place where someone lives. The food, the detail in the food in this book is beautiful. It made me hungry. It made me want to eat super healthy because everything they would eat was just so natural and just like, you know, from the earth. I wanted to get, there are Georgia O'Keeffe cookbooks and I wanted them all. Thank you very much. This is just a fantastic read, and it just gives you such an in-depth look at just Georgia O'Keeffe and her lifestyle and the way she thinks and feels, and I just loved it. She also, another reason I loved it so much, she also makes me think of my great-grandmother and a little bit of my grandmother's, so she just felt very, very personable for me, and I loved that aspect too. It has tabs in it because I was kind of flipping through it to look for stuff because I was doing a speech in Georgia O'Keeffe for my mini-mester, and so that's why that's there. But I also really want to reread this book, hopefully before the summer, because we might be going back to New Mexico this summer, and if I do, I might make a video and be like rereading my favorite book of 2018. I haven't decided yet to see if that actually happens, but that's kind of an idea that's been cooking. I just really love this book. You need to read it. It's fantastic. Highly recommend. And the last book I have is not exactly a whim. I've kind of eyed it for a while, but I saw it and so I just went ahead and grabbed it, and that is H is for Hawk by Helen MacDonald. I'm blanking on what happens in this. I think a tragedy happens in this girl's family, and so she takes up falconing, is that the term? To like help her deal with the grief. It just sounds very intriguing. I can't think of anything bad I've heard about it. I've only heard people say, yes, that's a good book. So I'm very excited for this. I'm sorry I can't really tell you any more about it, but I kind of want to go in with what little knowledge I have, so I'm not gonna read the back and find out more. The only problem I have with this book thus far is that this isn't a sticker I can take off. It's there forever. That bugs me. I'm excited to get to this one. I hope I can get to it soon. I kind of have a little bit of a theme with my books. These three I consider to be all very nature-esque books. Weekends with O'Keeffe the least so. Maybe. I haven't read this one, so I don't know. But yeah, I've been getting into like nature books, but a very niche market of nature books. Like I'm picky with them. Like I can't just pick up any book about nature and instantly love it. Like there was a book, it was like poems or prose about nature, and I stopped after like 10 pages because I just couldn't with that one. But a lot of nature books I've been enjoying, so yeah. So that's it for this video. Comment down below and let me know if you accidentally did this over your Christmas shopping, if you were looking for other people and then ended up just buying for yourself. Also comment down below, let me know if there are any nature books that you like. Like I said, I'm kind of picky with them. I haven't quite pinpointed what it is about them that I'm picky with because they're all pretty different and I haven't just sat down to analyze it at all. But if you have any nature book suggestions, let me know down below. So that's it for this video. I hope you enjoyed it, and I will see y'all again in another one soon.